Sister Ida, Junior, Rosemary and Winnie, the entire family of Odinga, I'm one of the many millions in Kenya who greatly mourn the passing on of Raila Odinga, one of the many. And if there were a few who doubted that, the way the country mourned him has never been witnessed in Kenya. We have a lot to say, but I can say this, just 2 points. One, when I was Attorney General of Kenya, I worked very closely with Raila Odinga. He fought for the Constitution, and when the time for negotiations came, he was on the forefront of those negotiations. And one instance I remember very clearly is that I had made up my mind that the chairman of the constitutional review process should be somebody from outside, not somebody who has stayed in Kenya and who has taken sides, because there were two processes going on, one for the government, another one of Ufangamano. And I had thought of Professor Yash Pal Guy. I knew that myself I could not convince the government to have Professor Yash Pal Guy, who was then in exile, to come and chair the constitutional review process. So I talked to Baba, and Baba also agreed with this idea. And both of us went to the then President, Daniel Toroitich Arap Moi, and because of him, really, Moi was convinced that Yash Pal Guy should be the chairman. I was then detailed to go to the United States of America, where Yash Pal Guy was, to convince him to come. And hence the process began, which led to the new constitution. So we shall be entirely grateful to him. Just one point about the constitution. The constitution would not have passed without the immense contribution of Raila Odinga. I can tell you that as a fact. And to enable it to pass, he compromised on who should be. Should we have a presidential system, or should we have a parliamentary system? He was for parliamentary system. But he gave in on that one, and we now have a presidential system. My prayer is that when the constitutional review process begins, we should revisit this idea of a parliamentary system of government, which I believe can contribute greatly to the two great ills that we have here in our society, corruption and ethnicity. Baba, rest in peace. You made me, you appointed me to many things. We shall meet there. Thank you.
My brother and namesake, Wycliffe Ambetsa Oparanya.